Hello everybody and welcome back to the Gearhead 426 channel. Still working on the diesel Beetle, but I'm almost done. Last video, middle of the night, I was working, I was tired till like 3 a.m. This is actually the next day, but I'm just going to say last video because who knows when I'm going to get this stuff up. I don't necessarily procrastinate, it's just hard to find time. That's why I was working on this during the night, because it's hard to find time to do all this stuff. But the coilovers are in. They are pretty freaking sweet. I need to adjust them, obviously. Yes, I know this piece is supposed to be locked up to this one. Like I said, I'm adjusting it. You can see the new control arm is in. I dropped the subframe. If you guys watched the last video, you know. I dropped the subframe. I took out the old bushings, replaced it with polyurethane bushings. All the bolts have been replaced because they're all stretch bolts. Everything is pretty much new for the most part. I mean, I like these. They're really nice. I did get brand new cups for it up top. Everything is at torque spec, done the way it's supposed to be. I even have the other side done right here. It's kind of dark. But like I said, I need to adjust these, see where the tires sit. I want it to be sitting at stock height, so I have no idea how far up I have to go. And one other thing that I also have left to do is I have to put the trim piece back up here and put the windshield wipers on. Not that big of a deal. I didn't do the back. I do have, well, I bought a coilover set, and you can't really get coilovers for the Beetle. For the rear, my bad. You cannot get coilovers for the rear. You get coilovers for the front, but not for the rear. So I do have a set for the rear, new springs, adjustable pieces, new shocks, and polyurethane bushings for the axle beam. So that's cool, but I'm not doing that today. I'm happy that I finally have this ready. I just want to go ahead and put the tires on and see how it drives and feels, because I imagine it feels like a completely different car. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust these things to where I think will be good. Throw the tires on and just see where we're at. Alright, so I actually got the bug sitting the exact way that I want it to. It feels like a completely different freaking car. It feels really, really nice. Still has some body roll, but that's because the rear hasn't been done yet, and there's still a few other things that I could do, like lowering the suspension to, drop the center of gravity. I can get bigger sway bars, get steel links for the sway bars instead of plastic. There's a few other things that I could do to stiffen up the car. Actually, I think one of the things that I will be doing is doing a rear sway bar. I'm not sure about the front, because in order to change out the sway bar, you have to take the whole subframe off, and I just went through a whole thing of that, and I don't want to do it again. It is back together, really nice. I need to find these caps. Where are those caps at? Those caps are somewhere around here. I'll find them and put them back on. But everything's working. Currently, I have it jacked up so that I could put in this part, which this part is a Volkswagen freaking killer. The reason why I say that is because this is the coolant switch. And what the coolant switch does is it checks the coolant temperature at the radiator, so that it can tell the fans to turn on and off. The other one, the coolant temperature sensor at the block, just tells the computer what the coolant temperature is at. But I bypassed this, fans came right on, so I'm going to go ahead and replace it and see if I can get the fans to come on with the AC, and maybe, just maybe, my AC will work right. We'll see what happens. So I'm going to go ahead, get underneath, do that, and hopefully sometime next week I'll go ahead and get the rear section done. But the car feels so much better. Alright, so everything is finally done on the bug. I'm in a little bit of a time crunch, and I'm soaking wet in coolant because I had to pull out that sensor. Did replace the sensor. Fans are kind of sort of working. High speed is working, but low speed is not, which means part of the fan, both fans are bad. So I have to replace them. That sucks. But the coilovers are on. I kind of like the height that it's at now, because that's good for now. I mean, you can see it in there. which is super awesome. I'm trying to make this real quick. Well, that's pretty much it. So the Bug is finally ready to go down to Brooksville, which is around Tampa, and I live in Tallahassee. So about 3.5 hour drive tomorrow morning at like 5-ish in the morning. I'm leaving down there to go pick up the transmission. That's why this was such a rush job on the Bug, but it was done right. I got it done. It's finished. Handles really nice now. So yeah, I honestly suggest doing this if you have a vehicle. I mean, this cost me about $1,000 for the entire vehicle all the way around. Yes, it doesn't include sway bars, sway bar links, but that's all it doesn't include. It includes everything. I just haven't done the rear yet. So I suggest it if you have an MK4. Really great, very cheap as far as this stuff goes. I mean, you could easily spend $3 to $4 grand on suspension on any vehicle. But that's gonna be it for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you are stopping by for the first time, hit that subscribe button, and I hope you take care and have a great day.